Okay guys, we're going to send you a video on how to correct a poor crowning job. This is a rifle that I had. It was a 24-inch barrel. We had it cut to I think it's 20 or either 18 now, I can't even remember. But the smith in which we used, I'm not going to name any names, but I was not very impressed with the crowning job. I'll give you a good picture there that he put on the rifle. And so I want to show you how you can re-crown and dress that crown up on a rifle without spending a lot of money. Now there are tools that you can get from different suppliers called a crowning bit that you can put in a drill, and then the lapping paste. Each one costs about 30 bucks each. However, we're going to show you a different method you can use. It's stuff you probably already have at home. Alright, so here we have messed up crown, a nasty looking crown. I want to dress it up, make it look better, because I think it's affecting our accuracy. This gun currently, we're lucky to get a 1.5 MOA group, and to me it's done a lot better than that in the past. So I'm gonna try to dress this crown up in hopes that that'll fix it. Instead of buying the expensive lapping compound, if you have patience, you can just use toothpaste. It is an abrasive, a mild abrasive. And instead of buying the expensive lapping tools, just go get you some brass screws at a hardware store that will a little bit larger than your bore, the head part of them. And you can take those, I think I got a pack of 4 or 5, and put one in your cordless drill and put you a little bit of paste on there. And the key to it is once you start, you want to keep an oscillating motion. You don't want to just stay straight, because regardless of how good you think you are, you're never going to keep it perfectly straight. But if you'll oscillate it, then you'll cut just very slowly back to the lands. And so that's what we're going to do now. We'll try to demonstrate. And the toothpaste smells really nice while it's burning. And I'm just applying it, a little bit of pressure, not much. This one's one I've already used, so I'm going to get a new screw. The head's not worn down on. Okay. Let's see what we got. Just very little has been removed. I don't know if the camera picked that up or not.
Yeah, it is. It's focusing pretty well.
But basically what we're looking for is that to be even all the way around.
Looks pretty good from here.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. We don't want to remove a whole lot. The ideal situation is you want your crown to come down to the lowest point in your lands, and that should be all you need to remove. Of course, you can go more, but there's not much benefit in going any more than that. I think we're going to work on this one a little bit more. That much paste. I'm going to go a little bit faster now to put a higher polish on it and put less pressure. Okay.
Yeah, I can see the paste and brass down in there.
Yeah, that screw's just about worn down too much to use. Clean it back out. Q-tips would have been handy here. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting there. You see that? I mean, it's just a small difference, but that little bit of a difference makes a difference.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. But I mean, in essence, what you're talking about, when that projectile exits the barrel, if one side is cut deeper than the other, then the gas will begin to escape off of whatever
It'll
side
push
that
it on
is.
one side more than the other, and
Exactly. And
it'll
once
ruin
it
the
does, it
accuracy.
actually pushes it, and you wouldn't think it would make that much difference, but it will. And the reason it ruins accuracy is because it's never exactly the same each time. Depending on where that projectile is carving into the lens, it might push it left a little bit, low a little bit, and so you're never going to get a good group unless you have a decent crown on your rifle. And I'm a lot happier with that now than I was before. Okay. If you take your time and you're patient, you can get this crown straightened up without spending much money at all. I think the pack of screws is about $1, and of course you probably already have some toothpaste laying around the house. But we actually ended up, the brass screws I had purchased were really too soft, and we were just eating them up, and it wasn't really doing anything to the barrel because this is a stainless steel barrel. And so I actually found a screw that I had right here, and it's just a soft metal screw, and I used it with little pressure, very small amount of pressure, and just kept going over it to give it more of a high polished look and even it up a little bit more, make it a little bit larger, more of a cone shape. And that's the picture you see. That's what's been done there to get that result. Anyway, I'm happy with it. It looks a lot better than it did before. It's definitely more even. Before, me and my son both noticed it was way one-sided. I'm not a gunsmith, but yet I could see that it was not even all the way around like it should be. Now everything looks to be symmetrical and centered up. So hopefully, once we get this rifle cleaned up, that's one thing you want to make sure after you do this, clean your bore real good to get those shavings and toothpaste out of it.
Definitely don't want to send it around through that.
Yeah, you don't want to send it around through that and brush the target's teeth with the toothpaste splattered on it. But anyway, hopefully after we get this thing cleaned up, and it should hold a tighter grip. At least that's the hopes. Maybe we'll do an update video on that later. So you can do it yourself with some simple tools, just a couple of screws, a power drill, and some toothpaste, and you can correct the crown that's maybe been dinged or something. A lot of guys ride down the road and they'll put their barrel down in the floorboard of the truck where there's dirt and grime, where people's been getting in and out with their muddy shoes, and you don't realize how much damage that can do to a crown. And it doesn't take a lot to throw off your accuracy, so you can straighten it up.